Milda. I took some of your stew last time. I went and kept me going. Felt like...
Sounds like...
Not again. Oven?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my... Since I'm...
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best. But the equipment, and don't get me started on the Ulvin discount,
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since...
But?
Without... I hate to think what... Even if I already had the... Unless...
What do you need?
For the ingredients. A few pieces of decent wild... That'll do. Until I can... You likely... Don't worry. You'll soon...
Thanks, Mil.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
I was... no.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through. I'll give you something special. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so you see that number? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try with that machine on your right first? Now move the piece closer. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat and its own attack. This board only has, and your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the two machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do... Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your... Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that now some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use it. Let's try doing that. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue, hit them there and you'll do some damage. Now, here, let me show you. Rotate that. Now let that machine off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Oh, guess you're done, huh? Oh, that's okay. We can always play later.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grading. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and anyway. To come all this way enduring forge...
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new... They're camped out, and therein lies the problem. A stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon cleaned, but the refugee mustn't interrupt theirs.
Huh.
Yeah, well, but overall, they're not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
This Talon guy might still be in chain scrape. I could have a word with him first.
Savior! Over here! Savior, and my condolences that you had to...
I've dealt with worse. It's
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. But unless they have, I don't see how.
No,
The only way I look, help me shut all.
you said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one, said the ground he took off, and
Good place to start looking then.
if you learn the truth, maybe Olvent will stop, and maybe then.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad.
It's a weapon! Not if it blows the user's arm! Oh, just stop.
So, you.
Actually,
Could you just not?
I'm not.
I got it! Triple the boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right. How would you like to be the proud owner,
Explosive, done in one.
yet perfectly safe?
Tell me more about this weapon.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid, but had a scary effective. But coming out here, and I'm on the.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts. Well, Boomer here is adamant, namely with explosives.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That. I need the parts to make the. Well,
Charger horns.
yeah. Otherwise, they broke. But they're Boomer. You get.
You have.
Help Corvin.
What happened to you?
That won't be the last injury.
What mine?
Northeast to change. I told, but
How about you? I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I.
You're far from home, Nora.
Drinks later? Look at you!
I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet, so I don't spook the herd. Not happy to see me?
That's not. Can't be. Ho there! Not again.
Javad said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley. Dead bristleback by the falls. Gotta check it out. Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up. Panel of mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt. The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way. A dead bristleback down there? Cart tracks must have given way under it. So the bristlebacks were in here. There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks. I guess they got trapped in here. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. Okay. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from. There's a lot of smoke. It looks like the mine runs pretty far back. There's a blaze here to blast a mountain open. There's a note on one of the barrels. This note's addressed to Oland. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Oland must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found. Can't hook onto that. I can pull that. So Olvind was secretly blasting in the mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where? There's nothing for my poor creature to latch onto. Need to find a closer spot. fried meat from over?
Be welcome, Elvan.
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. I need to go.
Of course.
If I'm gonna find out where the bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
Yeah, got work to do. What makes you so sure she won't have a drink with us?
I hope you're finding more than I am.
It's on to me.